This is Newsbreak 26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. Planes from across the province touched down at Giddens Memorial Airport in St. Stephen on Saturday to attend the St. Croix Valley Flying Club Seafood Chowder Fly-In. Matthew McGlatchy and his daughter Violet flew down from Woodstock to attend the annual fundraiser for the local flying club.
We love flying and we love airplanes, so we thought we would fly down and look at airplanes and talk to people and just have a nice day in the air.
Beyond the food and fun, the event brought renewed attention to the St. Stephen Airport, a hidden gem in Charlotte County. The airport features a 3,000-foot lighted runway and is used by federal and provincial agencies, including the RCMP and Ambulance New Brunswick, as well as charter services. However, there's growing momentum to expand and improve the runway to accommodate more aircraft and charter flights, which would make the airport an even greater asset to the region.
There's talk of quite a few airplanes that want to come in here, but we just don't have the length, right?
St. Stephen Mayor Alan McEachern says support from all three levels of government, as well as neighboring communities, is critical to making this expansion a reality. He says extending the runway would be a significant boost to tourism for the entire Charlotte County community, allowing more visitors and businesses to access the area. Currently, the closest airports are over an hour away, with St. John, Fredericton, and Bangor serving as the nearest hubs.
Just like everything else is growing around us, this airport isn't growing with us, and we need to start focusing on that. The airport needs a lot of repairs right now, and we are just a small municipality, and we really got to get back to that because that would open up a whole different world to us here.
The fly-in not only raised funds for the flying club, but also highlighted the potential of Giddens Memorial Airport to become a bigger gateway for the region's future growth and tourism. Lobster fishermen gathered in St. Andrews this past weekend to protest illegal harvesting and what they call a lack of enforcement from the Department of Fisheries and Oceans. Fishermen say illegal traps and the practices of many illegal fishers are impacting their livelihoods and depleting natural resources.
The Bay of Fundy is a spawning ground for lobsters. So if you target lobster fishing in the summertime when they're here to breed, feed, molt, you're taking that biomass down.
The Department of Fisheries and Oceans says it was aware of the protest and in a statement to CHCO adds that it continues to work to address all reported unauthorized fishing in the region, including the Bay of Fundy. Amanda Johnson, Executive Director of Fundy North Fishermen's Association, warns that if the enforcement doesn't continue, fishermen could feel obliged to take matters into their own hands by removing illegal traps themselves, which could lead to tensions on the waters. For CHCO's full coverage of the protest, visit our YouTube channel for Natalie Sturgeon's special weekend edition of Newsbreak 26. Finally, as the days gradually become colder, concerns continue to grow for the local homeless population in St. Stephen. For more on this, here's CHCO's Natalie Sturgeon.
St. Stephen Council is once again grappling with the arrival of winter for those experiencing homelessness in the border community. Last year, the province tried to set up a semi-permanent shelter but backed down after a group of citizens raised concerns about the location and its proximity to a local school, as well as the impact on community safety. There are disputed numbers on how many people are living rough in St. Stephen, hovering around 100 people.
I know we're still dealing with some homeless issues in our community. And we're dealing with some evictions going on. I think we've all, some of us have adjusted to it, so it's not as shocking, but it's still an issue.
Neighborhood Works, a nonprofit organization, did set up an out-of-the-cold shelter last year. But as the nights grow colder, more people are trying to stay warm.
Probably all noticed overnight it's getting colder, so there has been an uptick in calls to check on campfires related to the unsheltered, and I anticipate that's going to go up as it gets colder and colder.
Morton says it is taking a lot of resources from a mainly volunteer fire department. McEachern adds it has become frustrating to only be reactionary to the situation. Last year, the municipality tore down a makeshift monument people were using to take shelter in the winter, which the town says was heavily damaged. The Department of Social Development says it is working with the municipality to secure an out-of-the-cold shelter for this year, and it continues to work toward a more long-term solution, but didn't respond to questions about what it might do differently this time or what the solution might look like. In a statement, it says the province has expanded its professional outreach services in the region. These teams encourage people to access services and provide check-ins with people if they do not choose to access services. It says it is also building new public housing in the area. 5 new 2-bedroom units are in progress in the community. Natalie Sturgeon, CHCO TV, St. Stephen.
Thanks, Natalie. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, follow me, Vicky Hogarth, on Facebook and subscribe for free to CHCO TV on YouTube.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.